Here's your Storm Track 7 forecast.
Good Tuesday morning. I'm Storm Track 7 meteorologist Brandon Libby. We have a chance for some storms here tonight. Luckily for us, the severe threat has dropped. It's going to be a much higher threat the further southwest you go into places like Oklahoma and Kansas. That's where the system is beginning to brew up. And the storms will develop there, and then they're going to track pretty quickly to the northeast. And they're going to move into eastern Iowa overnight. And that should mean that they weaken as they move in, which is why the severe threat has dropped down. It's a level 1 out of 5 up to about Highway 20. Now, with some of the stronger parts of the storms that we see, we can't rule out a little bit of hail or some gusty winds, but any severe threat will be extremely isolated and, again, not very likely for us here tonight. And then tomorrow, it's going to be an interesting setup. There is a level 2 out of 5 risk across our eastern counties, but it's a highly conditional threat, mainly based on what happens with the rain and storms overnight and into tomorrow morning, and then also with the timing of the cold front that's going to be swinging through. For us, is going to be a very small window for storms to redevelop in the early to mid-afternoon, but a much higher threat will exist off to our east, and that's where I think most of the action will occur tomorrow. But if we did have storms redevelop over our area, they could contain some damaging wind gusts and some large hail, and then the tornado threat will grow further out to the east into that level 3 out of 5 risk. Again, I think it's pretty unlikely that we end up with storms by tomorrow afternoon, but we can't completely rule it out, so we'll keep an eye on it. Otherwise, as we go through today, the clouds are taking over. It's going to keep our high temperatures in the 40s, along with pretty strong winds in from the southeast, gusts up to about 40 miles per hour. Now, we're expecting some light rain to move in throughout the afternoon. It's going to be this band that will quickly move off to the north. And where temperatures are a little bit cooler in the north, we can't rule out a few snowflakes mixing in with the rain. But don't be worried about any sort of wintry impacts on the roads. There's going to be no accumulation with that. And we'll just see some scattered light rain here throughout the evening. The main event will come after midnight, about 1 or 2 a.m. And just about everybody should see some of this moderate to heavy rain. And that's going to come with a bit of thunder as well. With the strongest portions of this, spots that you see some red showing up, well, again, we can't rule out some hail showing up at times. But again, the severe threat has dropped. Now that main area of heavy rainfall and thunderstorms is going to begin to clear out towards the Mississippi River by about 7 or 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. So maybe still a slower, wet commute tomorrow morning for those in the east, and could see some low visibility with that. But once we see most of that main band clearing out, it's going to be some clouds, some light rain through tomorrow morning, and then some clearing into the afternoon as temperatures get into the 60s. And that's where the redevelopment would take place. Again, it's fairly unlikely, I would say. A much better threat for that just off to our east into Illinois. That's where the real nasty storms could end up for tomorrow. Really, we'll just kind of see the clouds building back in throughout tomorrow night, and then temperatures will be going down for the rest of the week. Otherwise, for rainfall, that's still looking very beneficial and pretty impressive, about a ½ inch to 1.25 inches across the entirety of eastern Iowa. So even though our severe threat has dropped, the rain chances really have not. And just circling back to today, not looking great. I mean, temperatures in the 40s, that's going to be cool. And then, of course, it's going to be windy, it's going to be cloudy, and we'll have the chance for some scattered light rain. And then a 100% chance for rain and storms tonight. But temperatures are climbing as the winds stay pretty strong, gusting to 35 miles per hour. Once most of the storms clear out tomorrow, it's going to be some clearing, and then highs into the 60s and 70s with that southwest wind that's gusting to 40 miles per hour. Other than that, more clouds and sunshine on the way for Thursday, and highs are seasonal in the mid-50s. That's pretty much what we have here through the weekend. Just one little blip of rain there Friday night. And then as we go into next week, some more sunshine and temperatures will begin to warm up.